Hi everyone, it's Chantel from the Mommy Bookworm, and I am here today to talk to you guys about my May TBR. So I've realized after thinking and contemplating about all of the books that I want to read, it is so extremely hard for me to pin down what I want to read in a specific month. And I'll be completely honest, it kind of pisses me off. I want to be able to read whatever I want, basically. Like the other day, I just got this, I need to read a Stephen King book. And I felt like I couldn't because I had told you guys I want to read this and this and this and this, and I need to work on those books rather than a book that I want to read. Not that what I tell you guys is not what I want to read. It is, but sometimes I just want to read a random book. And to be completely honest, pretty much every TBR I've put out, I read some of them and then I end up reading others that I didn't have on my TBR to begin with anyway, or not even read half the TBR books. I just feel like my TBRs are kind of random. So I wanted to just let you guys know that I am going to continue doing the TBR videos, but just be aware that I will probably not read every single book on this. I will probably read books that I did not put on this list. It's just going to be random pretty much every month. I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. But I will say, I would like to get in at least for the next 7 months or so, one Harry Potter book every month, if not more. I would also like to get in a classic every month. So I'm going to quit talking now and go straight into my May TBR. So let's start off with the classic that I would like to read this month, and that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This is a book I read in high school that I really enjoyed, and I would like to read it again just to see what I think of it now versus then. This is actually one of the only books that I read in high school that I was required to read. We read several. Like, I never finished Pride and Prejudice, never finished Fahrenheit 451. This and Frankenstein were pretty much the only books I read. I just didn't do so well in reading things that I was required to read. Kind of like what I was saying in my TBR. I'm not good at just reading strictly what is set in front of me. Now, the Harry Potter book I would like to read is obviously number 1, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Everybody pretty much knows what this is about. I'm not going to go into detail about it. I would just like to start reading this series again. Now we're getting into the book club reads for this month, and the first one is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli, and this is my Pages and Popcorn book club read for this month, and I am really excited to read it because I was actually the one that decided to choose this book. So I have to read this book. Not only do I really want to read it, but I cannot wait to see the movie. It is about a boy named Simon who is secretly gay and has not told anybody about this until another kid in his school sends an anonymous message admitting that he is gay as well. So it is a story about his relationship, how he is talking to this anonymous kid, and they are sharing what they know about being gay and having nobody else know it. Really excited to read this. And there's a second one, so I have to read this really quick so I can get to the second one. That one is called Leah on the Offbeat, I believe. The next one is Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, and this is going to be for my Bin Booking Book Club. This is the book that came in the Crate box, so I'm really excited about this. So this is about Aina Salta, I think is how you say it. She was raised a lady, and no lady would ever go into the city of sin. Well, once her mother goes missing, she is forced into this city. She is led to Levi Glazier, who is a con man and not at all the gentleman that she had expected to meet, and he takes her on this adventure trying to find her mother and not really doing that. On their search for all the clues, it leads them to the mafia, and Levi's enemies catch up to them and they are in trouble. So I'm excited to find out what exactly is happening in this book and how everything plays out, what happens in the end. I'm just so excited to read this, and I was extremely excited to see this in the Crate box. I will post that video in the description box below if you'd like to watch it. Okay, the next one is actually for my time traveling book club, and I will be reading Silver People Voices from the Panama Canal by Margarita Engle, and this is based in Panama. It's actually a poetry book that talks about all of the horrible things that happened when the Panama Canal was built. Obviously, our country for this month is Panama, and we wanted to go with something that was involved in building the Panama Canal, which was, I think it started in 1904. Anyway, I've never read a poetry book, so I think this will be a cool start to reading that because I'd love to get into that. The next one is an ARC I received, and it is Piece of Work by Stacey Hart. She writes romantic comedies, and they are always amazing. Like, seriously, always. I have not disliked a single one of her books. She is such a good writer. I actually met her in Denver. She worked with a friend of mine, and she was able to give me some of her books that she had written already, and then ever since then I've received art copies of her books that have come out, and I have reviewed them and loved them, and every time I finish them they are so heartbreaking because I want to know more and I just don't want to stop reading those books. This one is about Rin and Court, and Rin has gotten an internship at the Met, and Court is of course her boss. They fall in love. I mean, it's kind of a stereotypical love story, you know, but it's so good, and I'm just a sucker for love stories anyway. So I've already started it and I'm loving it so far. Can't wait to finish it. Another one I would like to read is Bad Penny, also by Stacey Hart. Again, it's just another love story. This one is about Penny and Bodhi, who again fall in love, and there's all kinds of story and mystery and why won't she love me and why won't he love me and blah 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 blah. I love it. I know that was an awful explanation of that book, but I will tell you more about it once I read it. I can already tell you it's gonna be good. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. I will be posting all of my reviews on Goodreads, and you can keep up with me on Goodreads as well. I'll post a link in the description box below so you can find me there. Thank you guys for watching my May TBR. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see even more content like this, subscribe to my channel and be sure to click the bell icon in order to be updated every time I post a new video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!